Welcome all to Vectors Classics. In this, we'll discuss about basic trigonometry, which will help you to solve questions in vectors as well as in coming topics. In the first part, we'll discuss what is angle. The definition for angle is nothing but length of the arc divided by radius. That means if an object is, let's say, moving through a circular path, something like this, so this will be the value of angle covered by that object. And definition of this theta is nothing but length of this arc divided by radius. So angle measured in anti-clockwise direction are usually taken as positive, and clockwise direction normally we'll take it as negative. Now we'll discuss about what are the different units that we are using for the measurement of this angle. So in a sexagesimal system, the angle is measured in degree. So in this system, we know that right angle means nothing but 90 degree, and 1 degree is equal to nothing but 60 minute, and minute is also another unit, and 1 minute is known as nothing but 60 seconds. And in circular system, we know that 2 pi radians is taken as nothing but 360 degree, and pi radians is taken as nothing but 180 degree. So we can write that 1 radian is 180 degree divided by pi, or if you like to convert from degree to radian, multiply by pi by 180, and to convert degree radians to degree, then multiply by 180 by pi. So in questions, sometimes they will give the value of angle in degree, but we should know how to convert this into radians, because in SI system it should be in radians. So we know that theta is equal to arc divided by radius. Assume that one object completes its one full rotation. Then we can say that the value of this theta, normally we'll write in degree, which is equal to nothing but 360 degree, which is equal to nothing but the length of arc over here. We can take it as nothing but 2 pi r, which is equal to circumference, divided by radius, that we can take it as r. So that's why we are writing this 360 degree is equal to nothing but 2 pi in radians. Or you can write this 180 degree is equal to nothing but pi radians. So you can write, what do you mean by 1 degree? So if 180 degree is equal to pi radians, that means 1 into, or 1 degree into a number 180 is equal to nothing but pi radians. Or you can write 1 degree is equal to nothing but pi divided by 180 radians. Same thing we can write, as this pi radians is equal to nothing but 180 degree, we can take it as 1 radian into a number pi is equal to nothing but 180 degree. Or you can write 1 radian is equal to nothing but 180 degree divided by pi. So we'll discuss how to convert from degree to radians and radians to degree. So if you like to convert from degree to radians, multiply it with by pi by 180. That means suppose our aim is to find out this 90 degree is equal to nothing but dash radians. So what we can write is 90 degree is equal to nothing but 90 into 1 degree. So you can write this 90 into 1 degree is nothing but pi divided by 180 radians. This 90 and 180 get cancelled, you will get the answer as nothing but pi by 2 radians. Same as like that, if you like to convert this radians into degree, that means let's say our aim is to find out the value of pi by 3 radians is equal to nothing but dash degree. So you can write this is equal to nothing but pi by 3 into 1 radian, and the value of 1 radian is nothing but 180 degree divided by pi. So we can write this pi and this pi get cancelled. This will be equal to nothing but 60 degree. Now we all know about basic trigonometric relations. Like sine theta is nothing but opposite side divided by hypotenuse, and cos theta is adjacent side divided by hypotenuse, and tan theta is nothing but opposite side divided by adjacent side. And this cosec theta is reciprocal of sin theta, sec theta is reciprocal of cos theta, and cot theta is reciprocal of tan theta. And just remember this basic trigonometric identities, like sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, or you can take it as 1 plus tan square theta is equal to nothing but sec square theta, or you can write sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So normally we'll write it like this: sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. And one more relation is 1 plus cot square theta is cosec square theta, or you can write it like this: this cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. So you should remember these three relations. In many questions we will use it. That is, sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, sec square theta minus tan square theta is 1, and cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Along with this, you should also remember what about the value of the sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, etc. for different angles like 0, 30, 37 degree, 45 degree, 53 degree, 60 degree and 30 degree. So I think you might be having idea about 0, 30, 45, 60, 90, etc. and this 37 and 53 may be new for you. So just remember that in many questions they will give these angles 37 and 53. So you should remember this one also. Like if you are just considering a right angle triangle with sides, let's say the side is 3 and length of this side is 4. So according to Pythagoras theorem, we can say that this side will be equal to 5. For this triangle, this angle will be equal to 37 degree and this angle will be approximately equal to 53 degree. And we know that this angle should be equal to 90. Now over here in this triangle, if I am writing the equation for sine 37 degree, we know that sine theta is equal to opposite side, which is 3 divided by hypotenuse, that we can take as 5. Same as like if I am writing the equation for this cos 37, that is adjacent side, which is 4 divided by hypotenuse 5. And if you like to write the equation for tan 37, so you can write it as opposite side, which is 3 divided by adjacent side, that is equal to 4. Now same thing we can write for 53 also. Like if you are observing the sine 53 degree, its opposite side is 4 and hypotenuse is 5, and we can write this cos 53 is equal to adjacent side 3 divided by hypotenuse 5, and this tan 53 will be equal to opposite side 4 by adjacent side 3. So like that, should remember the equation for other trigonometric functions, like sine 0 is equal to nothing but 0, sine 30 is 1 by 2, sine 37 is 3 by 4, that we already discussed, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, and etc. Should know the value for each and everything. Now we'll discuss about different quadrant and which angle is positive or negative over there. So this is in first quadrant. Our angle is between 0 degree to 90 degree. Over here all the thetas are positive, means sine 30 is positive, cos 30 is positive, tan 30 is positive, or reciprocal of that like cosec, sec and cot is also positive. So over here all the thetas are positive in the first quadrant. And in second quadrant the angle is from 90 to 180 degree. So over here, let's say if I am taking an example of 120 degree, and in second quadrant only sine theta is positive or reciprocal of that, which is nothing but cosec theta. So we can write in second quadrant sine theta and this cosec theta are positive. So we can write sine 120 is a positive value, but tan 120 is a negative value, and cos 120 is also a negative value. Now third quadrant is from 180 to 270. In this, the value of tan theta or the value of the cot theta are positive. That means let's say if I am taking 200, so sine 200 is a negative value, cos 200 is a negative value, but tan 200 is a positive value. Now in the fourth quadrant only cos theta or reciprocal of that, which is sec thetas, are positive. That means like if you are taking cos 300, it is a positive value, but sine 300, tan 300 are negative values. So you should remember in which quadrant which thetas are positive and which thetas are negative. Now we'll discuss if the value of theta is given more than 90 degree, then how we'll calculate it. That means we know in a chart we discussed that we know the value of sine 30, cos 30, 60 degree, 90 degree, etc. But if it is like sine 120, then how we'll find out it? So now just remember that the first quadrant can be represented as nothing but 0 plus theta. where the value of theta is less than 90 degree. Or you can write the value of first quadrant is like 90 minus theta. So we'll write it as 90 minus theta. So 90 degree minus theta or 0 plus theta is in the first quadrant. Same as like that, you can write 90 plus theta. So 90 degree plus theta, or you can take it as 180 minus theta is in the second quadrant. Same as like you can write 180 plus theta and 270 minus theta are in the third quadrant, and 270 plus theta and 360 minus theta, or you can write from here we are starting, so it is 0 and 360 both are same. 0 minus theta is in the fourth quadrant. Now there is a relation, that is if we are writing 90 plus or minus theta or 270 plus or minus theta, then the value of sine theta will change to cos theta, cos theta will change to sine theta, and tan theta will change to cot theta. So just remember that for 90 plus or minus theta and for 270 plus or minus theta, the value of sine will change to cos, and cos will change to sine, and tan will change to cot. Okay. For other terms like 0 plus or minus theta or 360 plus or minus theta or 180 plus or minus theta, sin theta will be sin theta only, tan theta will be tan, and cos will be cos. It will not change. So suppose in the first situation, if our aim is to find out what about the value of sine 0 plus theta, so we'll just observe that 0 plus theta means sine is not going to change. It will be equal to nothing but sine theta only. Then we'll observe in which quadrant it is. Sine 0 plus theta means it is in the first quadrant. First quadrant, the sine theta is positive. So the answer will be equal to plus sine theta. Same as like that, you can write cos 0 plus theta or cos 360 plus theta, both are same. It will be equal to nothing but plus cos theta. And same as like we can write tan 0 plus theta is equal to nothing but plus tan theta. Now if I am writing it is sine of 90 minus theta. So if you are writing 90 plus or minus, then sine will convert it into cos. That means this will be equal to nothing but cos theta. Now we have to identify whether it is a positive value or not. So we should observe the base over here. We are finding out the value of sine 90 minus theta, and 90 minus theta is in the first quadrant. So all the values of thetas are positive. That means we can write as a plus cos theta. Or if it is something like, let's say cos of 90 minus theta, then cos will change to sine and it is positive. So we'll write this in sine theta plus sine theta. Same as like that, tan 90 minus theta will be equal to nothing but plus cot theta. Same as like that, we can write next one. That is if I am writing sine 90 plus theta. So you can observe first whether it is a positive value or a negative value. 90 plus theta means it is in the second quadrant, and in second quadrant only sine theta is positive. So we'll write it should be a positive value, and we are writing 90 plus, so sine will convert it into cos. So we can write it will be equal to cos theta. So plus cos theta. We can take another example. Let's say cos of 90 plus theta. So this is in the second quadrant, and second quadrant cos theta is a negative value. So the answer should be minus, and we are writing cos 90 plus theta, so cos will convert it into sine. So it will be equal to sine theta minus sine theta. Same as like that, you can write if it is tan 90 plus theta. So tan theta is negative in the second quadrant, and 90 plus means tan will convert it into cot. So the answer will be equal to minus cot theta. Now we can write if it is sine 180 minus theta. So 180 minus means it is in the second quadrant. Second quadrant sine is positive, so it should be a positive value. And sine 180 minus theta, so it will be equal to nothing but sine theta only. Same as like we can write it, if it is cos 180 minus theta, it is in the second quadrant. Second quadrant cos is negative, so it should be minus. And cos 180, so cos will not change, it will be equal to cos theta only. Same as like we can write this tan 180 minus theta, which is equal to nothing but minus of tan theta. Now we can write next condition. If it is sine of 180 plus theta, sine 180 plus theta means you can observe that this is in the third quadrant. In third quadrant only tan theta is positive, so sine theta will be a negative value, and 180 plus theta, so the value of sine will remain just nothing but sine. Same as like we can write this cos 180 plus theta, as it is in the third quadrant, it is negative, that is minus of cos theta. And if you are writing tan of 180 plus theta, in third quadrant tan theta is positive, so we'll write plus tan theta. I can take the next example, which is sine of 270 minus theta. Again, this is in the third quadrant. Third quadrant sine theta is negative, so it will be minus of, but over here 270 minus theta, so sine will change to cos, so this will be equal to cos theta, minus cos theta. Now we can write if it is cos of 270 minus theta, and cos theta is negative in the third quadrant, so it should be minus, and 270 minus theta, so cos will convert it into sine, so we can write minus sine theta. Now if it is tan of 270 minus theta, tan theta is positive in the third quadrant, and tan 270 minus theta is nothing but cot theta, so the answer will be equal to plus cot theta. Now we can take the next example, that is sine of 270 plus theta. So this is in the fourth quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant only cos theta is positive, so sine theta will be a negative value. But if we are adding 270 plus, so sine will convert it into cos, so the answer will be equal to minus cos theta. And if it is cos of 270 plus theta, so in third quadrant cos theta is positive, in the fourth quadrant cos theta is positive, so we'll write it is equal to nothing but plus, and cos 270 plus theta is nothing but sine theta, so the answer will be equal to plus sine theta. Like that we can write tan 270 plus theta, which will be tan theta is negative in the fourth quadrant, that will be minus of cot theta. Now we can write the next case, that is sine 360 minus theta. 360 minus theta or 0 minus theta or minus theta, all the things are same. So sine 360 minus theta means it is in the fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant sine is negative, so it will be equal to minus sine theta. And we can write this cos of 360 minus theta, that will be equal to nothing but plus cos theta, and tan of 360 minus theta will be equal to nothing but minus tan theta. Now for better understanding, we'll take some example. Suppose our aim is to find out the value of sine 120 degree. We don't know directly what about the value of sine 120 degree. So this can be written as nothing but sine 180 minus theta, or means sine 180 minus 60. So if I'm writing it as sine 180 minus 60, so first we need to observe it is in which quadrant. This is in the second quadrant, and second quadrant sine theta will be a positive value, so sine 120 will be a positive value, and over here we are adding 180 minus theta, so it is going to be sine theta only, so this will be equal to plus sine 60, and we know the value of sine 60, which is root 3 by 2, so the final answer will be equal to plus root 3 by 2. Over here you can observe that same this sine 120 degree can be written as nothing but sine 90 plus 30 degree also. Second, we'll observe that in the second quadrant sine theta is positive, so it will be a plus value, and sine 90 plus 30, if you're adding 90 plus theta, so sine will change it into cos, so this will be equal to nothing but cos of 30 degree, and cos 30 is nothing but a root 3 by 2. So the final answer will be equal to plus root 3 by 2. So we'll get the same answer. Along with this, it is better to remember these basic equations like sine a plus b is sine a cos b plus cos a sine b, and sine a minus b is sine a cos b minus cos a sine b, and cos a plus b is cos a cos b plus minus sine a sine b, and cos a minus b is cos a cos b plus sine a sine b, and tan a plus b is tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a tan b, and tan a minus b is nothing but tan a minus tan b divided by 1 plus tan a tan b. And remember that this sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta, and cos 2 theta is cos square theta minus sine square theta, or which can be written as 1 minus 2 sine square theta or 2 cos square theta minus 1. And same as like that, tan 2 theta is 2 tan theta divided by 1 minus tan square theta. We'll use all these type of trigonometric relations in solving many problems, so you should remember all these things. So if you are having any doubt, or if you'd like to interact with me on live classes, or if you want to write online tests for JEE Mains or Advanced or NEET, or if you want to solve more number of questions to improve your performance, please let me know. And along with that, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you will get the latest update regarding the classes. Thank you.